We start off today in Baltimore, Maryland, where Kathleen joins us. Kathleen, you're on the Ken Coleman Show.
Hi, Ken. It's a pleasure to speak with you.
Well, the pleasure's all mine. What's going on?
Hey, so I'm calling for some advice. So I am an interior designer. I have been working full-time at a commercial architecture firm for a while. I have had my own side business for years. My husband and I are also in baby step 2.
Okay.
But my ultimate question for you is, what should my next step be in order to put myself in a position where I'm able to work for myself full-time? And of course, this has changed just a little bit since everything that's been going on. I kind of suddenly feel very grateful that I have a full-time job.
Yeah. And let me say this, that my advice it doesn't change from our current situation. Okay.
Okay.
Because it's going to take you a little bit of time to build up to this anyway. So let me find out from you, is the do this for yourself, is it basically the same thing you're doing right now, but doing it for yourself?
It's in the similar, so
tell me what it is.
I'm doing commercial interiors full-time, but my side business, and which is truly my passion, is residential interiors.
Great.
I've always wanted to do it full-time. I've, worked for other companies doing it, but that's really where my goal is.
Okay, great. All right, so you're doing it commercially right now, and that's the day job, okay? And the dream job is to be able to build your side hustle, which you're currently doing some of this?
I am.
Okay, great.
It's lots of juggle.
Okay, great. What do you make right now?
At my full-time job?
Yeah.
$75,000 a year, and I have, health insurance and some other benefits like that.
So I'm just going to walk you through this mentally so that you understand what you're really dealing with. The answer to your question is you will move full-time into your current side hustle once you have been able to provide for yourself, or at least the bottom line, what's the absolute lowest amount of money you could pay yourself and still continue to live the way you guys want to live. So maybe you make 75 now, but you could make 50 and you guys wouldn't feel the crunch. So my point is, until you are able to pay yourself what you want to make, what you need to make from your own business, then you stay with the architectural firm, because that is just your it's your stability right now as you grow the side hustle.
Yeah.
So once the side hustle has $75,000 in the bank, okay, that's the win. We would move then we do it. So you keep making money on the side and putting all that money back into your side business bank account. And when you get to $75,000, you go, oh, I've got a year's worth of salary already in the bank. Now I can go. Or that number is lower because you go, well, I feel very confident with my pipeline, my web of connections, and the business that I know I could get if I was able to go full time. And if you've got, let's say, $50,000 in the bank or $40,000 in the bank, and you go, that's half, that's 6 months, but I know that the moment I step away, I'm going to be able to start billing more. So you are the one who determines that, but I'm giving you the framework where you've got at least 6 months of your salary in the bank, and you've got a pipeline that's waiting to burst. That would be when I would do it.
Okay. And so we've been using my side work as a means to pay down our debt in baby step 2.
Great.
Should I pay that off? Should we pay off the debt first before I set money aside to keep it in the business essentially?
I think it's a great option, as long as you're willing to be patient in the day job, because the day job's a good day job. But my answer to you was basically saying I'm including your baby step as a part of your expenses. Do you understand what I'm saying? So the amount of money. Yeah. So my point is, my answer's still the same, but it's option A, option B. You don't want to interrupt your income to the point that you have to stop, that you have to pause the baby steps. So you see what I'm saying? So I'm fine with either. But if you're willing to be patient, I like the option of you staying and delaying moving full-time into the dream job so that you could pay off that debt faster. I absolutely love that. So that means is instead of you putting money away into the side hustle bank account, you keep drilling that debt and then get that personal emergency fund up to a minimum of 6 months. Then you start holding on to every nickel from the side hustle. Okay. That is my favorite option, but both options will work. But my favorite option is for you to just hold on going full-time for yourself until you've paid off that personal debt in baby step 2 and getting that personal emergency fund where it needs to be. I like that the best.
Okay. I have a second part to my question, if that's okay.
Yeah.
So, irregardless of what's happening right now with the job market, because of the virus, I've been wondering, I'm pretty unhappy at the full-time job I have, and there's definitely some disadvantages with it. Is it a bad idea to try to find a similar type of job, maybe with another company that I would, maybe closer to home I'd be happier with?
Yeah, go for it. I mean, if you can find, my point is we want to, if we can find another design, architectural firm, whatever, where you can make 75 or more, and there's no interruption in income. So you don't jump off of a cliff, which you're not suggesting that, but I want to make sure everybody that's listening and watching understands what I'm saying. I'm fine for you to go look for something else. As long as we replace that income, yes, absolutely. And I'm proud of you, by the way. Really proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your advice.
Yeah. You've got a lot of options right now, and you're going to be killing it, and I'm really proud of you. And by the way, I would love for you to call back into the show when you go full-time for yourself, and let's do a dream scream. I want people to hear your journey.
That would be awesome. I would love that.
All right. You know where to find me.